This is my third video that I made on this guy. And you know what? Vivek Ramaswamy, this guy, he's running to be a Republican, right? When was the last time Republicans ever done anything for black people? The same thing with Democrats. When the last time they done anything for black people? All right? I can tell you this is a fact. This is a fact. This guy is only going to help. Initially, he's only going to help and help just white people and Indian people. Those are the two people who's going to benefit from this guy being president. Now, he wants to be the first Indian to run for president. He's not going to try and work his way up the ladder as councilman, assemblyman. He's not going to try to run for mayor. He's not going to try and run for governor. No, this guy wants to run for president. 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 You know what I mean? When was the last time a Republican ever done anything, or a Democrat ever came to our neighborhoods to help us out? They sold us a dream. They sell you a dream. You know what I mean? They sell you a dream. Remember one thing. Indian people do not like black people. That's the reason why he's on the Breakfast Club. He's looking for votes. He's looking for votes. That's what Biden did. That's what Kamala Harris did. They went to Breakfast Club to get votes. Biden came there, got all the black people votes. And to be honest with you, it was bad. I hope we don't find ourselves in that same situation, right? I'd rather see Biden in office than to see this guy in office. I'm hoping there's somebody else that can take both their places. You know, somebody else that we can vote for. Because if not, I would rather deal with the lesser of the two evils. Just like we did with the Trump and the Biden campaign. We went with Biden because Biden was a lesser of two evils. Black people caught hell for the 4 years when Trump was in office. So we was happy to get Trump out of there. Get him out of there quick. All right? Because he was terrible. Terrible, terrible. And then we got Biden in there. Biden and Trump are both the same. Biden appears to be the lesser of two evils, but he's the same. He's the same. He's the same. He's no different than from Trump. No different. Everything he does, he just does it differently. That's it. He does it differently. All right? Now, since Biden's in office, now you got this guy, Vivek Ramaswamy, wants to run for president. Right? Do not vote for this guy. Do not vote for this guy. You hold your vote. Do not vote for this guy. Because this guy right here, the only one that's going to benefit from this is white and Indian people. Black people are not going to get anything. Black people are not going to get anything from this. Keep your vote in your pocket. Do not vote for this guy. Do not vote for Vivek Ramaswamy. Indian people, we already know the history of white people, how they, what they did to black people. All right? And we know that a lot of times with black people, we have wars within the black community with black people and outside the community of black people. We already know that. All right? Indian people, they don't like black people. They do not like black people. They despise us. And we know this. This guy's talking about things are different from the 1960s to where it is now. Like it's better for black people. Well, the Ku Klux Klan is not coming in your yard anymore. You know, to burn crosses in your front yard. They're not doing that. But other things are going on. Systemic racism. Redlining took place. Um, Jim Crow was brought back in Mississippi, right? Affirmative action was taken away, right? And a short comment on affirmative action. If black people can't get into good schools, what's going to take place with AI? The education for AI. If you can't get into a good school, a good college, this can pretty much weed you out from being able to participate in the future with AI. You know what I mean? Affirmative action was put in place because of all the racism that took place in the past, the systemic racism. That's what affirmative action was there for. That's what it was placed there for, and they want to take it away. All right? We got guys like Clarence Thomas who sat there in the chair and this is the very system that he benefit from. And he helped take it away. All right? But going back to this guy right here, he's talking about things are different nowadays and what he want to do. Remember, everyone, all black people, listen, if you hear this, right, sharing like these videos that I'm doing, and listen to some of the things that I'm saying. Listen to some of the things that I'm saying. You know, if you don't like it, then you say you don't like it. But I'm telling you, there's a problem in the black community, and we have a lot of enemies. White, black, Indian, Hispanic. We have a lot of we have a lot of enemies. A lot of enemies. And this guy right here, he is definitely an enemy. Black people will not receive any help or anything from this guy right here. Nothing. He said he's a new millennium politician or whatever. You know, he did all these things. Yeah, okay, show me some proof that you did all these things, that you're a millionaire and you know, we have businesses that you ran and everything. Yeah, show me some proof. That's one thing about politicians. They always talk about these phantom numbers and these phantom things that they've done. Show me some proof. Show me some proof. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a record to stand on, all right? Because he was talking to a young lady on the Breakfast Club, and she asked, what have you done? We don't see what you stand for. Even though that can change. A person could be one way 1 minute and another way another minute. Just like the Clintons were. They were one way 1 minute, you know, and then all of a sudden they became black people's best friends, you know. But people can change their standards on something, or they stand on something, right? But this guy right here, he doesn't have a record to show of what he felt about certain things. All right? I mean, the lady asked him, hey, look, you know, what have you done in the past? We don't know what this guy stand on. He can tell us anything. He can sell us the world. And then when he get in office, you know, he and Trump's in bed together. They doing the exact same thing. So do not vote for this guy. We already got enough problems, black people. Do not vote for this guy. Do not vote for him. Remember, Indian people do not like black people. It is a known fact. It is a known fact. When they come from India, they are told, do not associate with black people. Even though he was born in the United States, but he has the standards and he has the ingredients that his parents taught him. Do not deal with the black people. All right? He's talking all that political stuff now. He's politicking. He's politicking. Okay? He's politicking.
A lot of money by building business.
You know, do not vote for this guy. Do not vote for him. This guy right here, Indian people do not like black people. It is known. It is known. They do not like black people. Do not vote for this man. I can't say it enough. They do not like black people. They do not like black people. Indian, I used to work for them. I went to school with them. And did I work with them? I went to school with them, and I used to work for them. Yep, I used to work for them. Two different jobs I had. I worked for them, and I went to college with them. With with Indian people, they do not like black people. Do not vote for this man. If you vote for this man, all right, I mean, you gonna have to swallow that big pill that you're gonna get because this guy's not gonna do anything for black people. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Do not vote for this man. Do not vote for this Indian man. Vivek Ramaswamy, all right? Indian people do not like black people. So why is he there trying to get our vote? I'll tell you the reason why. Black people are so gullible when it comes to people selling us a dream. I go back to Biden and Kamala Harris. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Do not vote for this guy. Do not vote for him. I can't say it enough. They do not like us. Indian people do not like us. Okay? They are told many times when they come to the state, when you come to the States, all right, I used to work with an Indian girl years ago, Soca Paradise. It was the name of the club in New York. It was on Jamaica Avenue and Francis Lewis. And it used to be a bowling alley back in the 70s and the 80s. But this place right here became a club. Man, I used to work door security. The racism that was in there. I just did it because I needed some extra money. And the racism that was in that place, it was horrific. Horrific. And a young lady, she used to come up, she was like the only one that was pretty cool. She used to bring us like alcoholic free drinks like cranberry juice and coconut milk, and she'll bring it to us. Like sometimes that's what we would drink at the door. We weren't allowed to drink alcohol, and she used to tell us that every time she'll come up there and talk to us, because she says she was a butterfly. She said she was a social butterfly. She talks to everyone, and she used to tell us the stories of like how the black men felt, how they felt about the black men, the Indian people at that club. She used to tell us how they hated us. They said they got tired of looking at us. They said they asked the owner of that club, which was Indian, if he can get some Indian security guards to work there. Said they didn't know any Indian security guards. The black guys, these guys were available to do security at the door. And they hated it. They hated it. They hated black people at that club. And she used to come and tell us these stories. And I made sure when I was in that club, I just stayed to myself. I did my job at the door, checking, searching people. And that was it. That was it. You know what I mean? That was it. You know, these people do not like us. So this guy right here, he's Indian. And what they're going to do is he's going to join the ranks of everyone else to disrespect black people. I can't say it enough, everyone. Listen to this video, check it out. Listen to what this guy had to say. Listen how this woman was trying to debate with him, ask him a question. He kept cutting her off. Even Envy had to get involved with it and say, hey, look, let her talk. Let her talk. And she spent like a long period of time trying to make a point, trying to ask a question. That guy kept cutting her off. But my other videos, these 5 young black men, they said, oh, you was talking for a long time. Talking about the woman. No, she was trying to get her point across for a long time. The guy wouldn't let her talk. But ladies and gentlemen, everybody, do not vote for this man. I'm telling you, Indian people do not care anything about black people. He's there on the Breakfast Club to get votes. Solicit votes. To solicit votes. He said he hasn't experienced any racism around the country. Well, you know the reason why? Because he's on the agenda of the Republicans. He's on the agenda of the Republicans. As long as if white people see that you're a Republican and you're not Democrat and you're a politician and you want to be associated with the Republican, the white people, you want to be associated with them, oh, you good then. You're great. You're great. Just like Clarence Thomas. He's accepted. Why is he accepted? Because he's against black people and he's black. If you want to get somewhere, sell out. Sell out. Sell out. Talk against black people. Talk against affirmative action. Talk about it. Pull yourself by your bootstraps and and do your best. As long as you can talk that way around white people, oh, they love it. They love it. They love it. But if you speak the truth about racism, Jim Crow, systemic racism, oh, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. But that's the route this guy's taking, because he knows if he was to go to be Democrat, and the reason why he don't want to be Democrat is because it's known that most black people are Democrat. They're all black people and Republican, but he wants to be Republican. I have no faith in Republican nor Democrat. I have no faith in either one of them. No faith in either one of them. But I can tell you right now, though, this guy right here, don't vote for him. Don't vote for him. Because if you vote for him, he get in the office, you're going to be sorry. Sorry. You will be sorry. You will not receive anything about it. Only one's going to receive anything out of him being president would be white people and Indian people. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Don't be fooled by him. All right. You can tell me what you think about this. And until my next video, peace.